Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the cars and stars as they have qualified for the Bojangles Southern 500 at Darlington. This field could give you deja vu. On the pole for the first time in 2015 and the 9th time in his career, running a paint scheme taking you back to the glorious Bobby Allison days, it's Brad the Big Keselowski. Allison won here 5 times, including a 2-race sweep in 1975. Starting alongside the outlaw, Kurt Busch goes back to when Haas CNC first became a NASCAR sponsor in 2002. Row 2, defending race winner Happy Kevin Harvick will carry the Busch colors next season, and Daytona 500 champion Slicefoot himself, Joey Logano's car is reminiscent to the car the Andretti family drove in the 1988 24 Hours of Le Mans. They finished 6th in that race. Row 3 belongs to the Wonder Boys, 7-time Darlington champion Jeff Gordon, and 2010 winner Denny Hammer and Hamlins in a scheme inspired by 5-time race winner Cale Yarborough. Row 4, the New Jersey Fury, Martin Truex Jr. promotes National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, and Ricky is in the Stenhouse Jr. pays tribute to when David Pearson drove this car for the Wood Brothers, winning 6th of 10 races with this team. Speaking of the Wood Brothers, Row 5 has Ryan Cool Blaney on the inside. Blaney's paint scheme is adorned by a mosaic of over 2,000 photos of the team's 65-year history. 2008 race winner Rowdy Kyle Busch rounds out the top 10. Row 6, the Cuban Missile, Eric Almirola pays homage to a classic scheme driven by 3-time Darlington champion Richard Petty in 1972. Alongside him is the white retro fella Paul Menard. Row 7 belongs to Joe Gibbs Racing with Concrete Carl Edwards in car 19 and 2013 winner Mighty Matt Kenseth. Going to Row 8, Casey Citizen Kane's car goes back to owners Rick Hendrick's first ever entry, the All-Star Racing Chevy Monte Carlo driven by Jeff Bodine in 1984, and Kyle Larson in the Cole Trickle / Kyle Petty machine. Row 9, looking for his first win at Darlington, the Rushville Rocket, Tony Stewart's car recreates Bass Pro's first fish-ready complete boat, motor, and trailer package, the Bass Tracker, which was introduced in the 70s. Carrying a paint scheme going back to the Mark Martin days, all aboard the Trevor Bayne train. In Row 10, the 40 Dominate of 3-time Darlington winner Jimmy Johnson carries a Lowe's logo used in the 40s and 50s, and Jumper, Missouri's Jamie Big Mac Murray. Row 11, the amazing David Reagan goes back to when his father Ken first raced in the Cup Series, and Chase Elliott pays tributes to his father Awesome Bill, who won here 4 times. Though the colors and partners are completely different, the design is the same as his 1985 car down to the font used for the name above the door. Row 12, the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman's Retro Big Rig, and the Biffmeister 2-time winner Greg Biffle's Retro Delivery Wagon. Row 13, congratulations to Matt DiBenedetto, he recently got married last Friday, and fan favorite Dale Earnhardt Jr. seeks his first Darlington win in a car paying homage to Valvoline's storied history in motorsports with an early 80s look inspired by cars driven by some of the era's racing icons, including Cale Yarborough, Ron Bouchard, and late greats Buddy Baker and Neil Bonnet. Row 14, going back to when 4-time Indy 500 champion AJ Foyt drove the 51 in the Cup Series, it's Little Gator himself, Justin Allgaier, and carrying a Buddy Baker tribute scheme, the warrior from Emporia, Clint Boyer, is looking for a ride in 2016. Row 15, the new master of disaster, Stone Cold Austin Dillon, pays tribute to RCR when Richard Childress himself was behind the wheel of car 3, and the little old lady in black, Danica Patrick, is there as well. Row 16, Landon Sandcastle and Sterling Marlin's 911 car, and Casey Mears reappears in 32nd. 2017, stunning Sam Hornish Jr. scheme pays tribute to the Xfinity Series, looking like a paint scheme that Mark Martin drove for many of his 49 Series wins. Dangerous AJ Allmendinger will race with a heavy heart for the rest of the season, adorning the name of the late Justin Wilson above his door. Row 18, the tie boy, Alex Bowman, honors Tiger Tom Baldwin, who spent 40 years racing in modified cars and earned 6 wins in its respective series. driving the 26th for the rest of the season. To get the team higher in owner points, JJ Yaley has new sponsorship from Beds for Kids, a Charlotte-based charity that empowers families with children that delivers beds and other furniture to the needy. It's an all Front Row Motorsports Row 19 with the 35 of Cole Witt and the Riverside ride of David Gilliland. Row 20, Michael Annett carries a pilot logo from the 70s, and Brett Moffitt starts right behind his teammate. Row 21, the Vice Mayor, Jeb Burton, races a familiar scheme back to when his father Ward won here in 2001, and Magic Mike Bliss goes back to when Cannonball Run director Hal Needham won here as a team owner 2 times. And in Row 22, all by himself, DJ Bell makes his first Cup start since Dover 3 years ago. 3 cars missed the show this week, 2 of them being Full Throttle Travis Quapple for the Motorsports Group, and King of the Timmy Hale gets his first D&Q since California in 2012. The only retro paint scheme that failed to make the race was Maine's Main Man's Tide Ride, driven by the thinker Josh Wise. Ricky Craven won here in 2003 in the closest finish in NASCAR history, beating Kurt Busch by 2 1/1000ths of a second. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how they will line up for the Bojangles Southern 500 at Darlington.